Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter. We really appreciate the time, whether you're checking us out on Facebook or whether it's on YouTube or whether you're catching it as a part of our website. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this. Now, I have two major goals for today. By the way, today is March 3rd, and really chilly outside, but I have two major goals for the day. First of all is to cover a few topics that were covered just last night at the City Council workshop. Workshops are held on the first third Mondays of each month at 5:30, and we typically meet in the library conference room. So anyway, those are when workshops occur, and I want to talk about the agenda for that. Again, my first task. The second task is to just give you a few tidbits of information that we hope informs you about things that are going on within St. Peter. So, without further ado, here is the agenda for the workshop on March 2nd. You can see everything included in this agenda on our website. Go to Council Packets and you'll be able to check it out. A couple of the big things are, I want to give you an update on the Veterans Memorial design. Now, the Council is seeing a recommendation from the Park Board about the Veterans Memorial. And there are a few small things that have to kind of get worked out yet, but generally it's moving in a very positive direction. And at some point in the next month, the Council will vote to approve the concept and direct staff to enter into, I guess, what we call a development agreement for that gives the Veterans Memorial Committee some faith that things are going to move forward so they can start their process for final design and raising money and some of those kind of things. So that's also what's going on. That was what was talked about for the Veterans Memorial. For the Fire Relief Association, the Fire Relief Association is not a part of the fire department, but is made up of firefighters from the fire department. And its main task is to receive funds and invest money for retirement benefit for our volunteer firefighters. And so what they were there doing, and they haven't done it since 2008, was to request an increase in the amount that's allowed for a per year benefit. So here's kind of how it works in general. So right now, that fund, which is funded by what's called 2% money, which is a tax on fire insurance throughout the state of Minnesota. The state collects it and redistributes it to cities like St. Peter. We put that money into the Fire Relief Association. The members of the association invest that money, and then that's what pays their retirement benefit. Generally, they're paid on a per-year basis. So it works something like this. If their benefit today, which it is $2,400 per service year, if you've been in the fire department for 10 years and you're fully vested and you get 100%, and there are a few other rules associated with it, but it would be $2,400 times that 10 years. They're asking to see an increase of $400 to $2,800 per service year. Now, the way that they can do that is because their fund, even at that new amount, is more than 100% funded. In fact, it's roughly 104, 105% funded. So they have more than an adequate enough amount of money to pay out in the event that, well, everyone retires at the same time, which is unlikely to happen. But that's kind of the methodology and the financial arrangement that's in place. The City Council has to provide approval for that because ultimately the city is fiduciarily responsible for those resources, and so the City Council has to approve it. So anyway, they saw all the data, and Daryl was there from the Relief Association, and he's a very detail-oriented guy, and so he could demonstrate and provide all that information for the City Council. The next item on the agenda was a spill prevention plan. This is something that we have to do on a regular basis and make sure that we keep it up to date. And so the spill prevention plan is about preventing spills and what do you do in the event that diesel fuel or gasoline is spilled on the ground. And so we have that for our city facilities. We also talked about stormwater on the north end of the community. We also, maybe more importantly for folks, talked about the 2015 maintenance plan. So this is where the council approves how much money are we going to spend on potholes, how much money are we going to spend on seal coating, how much money are we going to spend on all of those things related to maintaining our streets within St. Peter. And as you know, there are two seasons in St. Peter. There's winter and there's street construction season. And so, well, we have that in St. Peter too, but hopefully it's not as painful as it is in other locations. But we really look at seal coating activities and trying to be financially efficient, of course. And so there are maps that are attached with our tentative plan for how work is to occur. So if you you want to see that, please go onto our website and you can see it fully. We aren't going to guarantee that exactly what you see on the map is how it finally plays out. The council generally gives us a little bit of latitude because as we get into the thaw season, into April and May, well, hopefully March, April, and May, sometimes the streets change a little bit from what we anticipate now. Sometimes there are some worse spots. Sometimes as we're prioritizing resources, we have to reprioritize and things get shifted around a little bit. So anyway, watch for some more information on that as we move forward. But I anticipate at the next upcoming council meeting, the council will approve that plan. We also discussed the TriCounty Mutual Aid Agreement. This is an agreement that's been in place for quite some time and needs to be renewed on a regular basis. And it really sets forth the way that we interact with other communities, whether it's other cities or other counties in our area, for emergency services, whether it's law enforcement or fire department or public works in the event of a flood or some type of other disaster that might occur. And so it's something that they've entered into in the past and they'll likely enter again, but it's a great opportunity for us to all talk about some of the activities related to pairing, sharing, cooperating when our neighbors need help, or as many of you might remember, when we really needed help. So we think it's a very important part of what goes on. Let me also mention a few small tidbits, one of which is that dog licenses are due. So if you have a dog, they need a license, and that license is due by April 30th of this year. We want to make sure that they have the appropriate vaccination. So if you need more information, check out our website or give us a call. We'll be happy to provide some additional information on that by April 30th. By the way, for spaded or neutered animals, it's $5. For those that are not spaded or neutered, it's $25 for your license. We also want to mention that summer jobs applications are available and due on the 13th of March. That's for all kinds of summer recreation jobs, jobs at the pool, jobs at public works, mowing, weed whipping, all that kind of stuff. Those applications are available right now online, and you can do it online this year and send it in or drop it off in person if that works for you. And again, those applications are due by March 13th. So if you're looking for a summer job or you have a young person that you know that's looking for a summer job, now is the time to get that done. Well, now, between now and March 13th, they have to be into the city of St. Peter. I also want to mention River's Edge. Last time we were together, I talked about River's Edge and some of the substantial changes that have been going on. I always show this great picture of springtime here in St. Peter. But we do want to mention that the level of activity at the hospital continues to grow, and we are so happy about the kind and quality of care that we can provide to people within our community. So we're very excited about that and want to continue to do that. But remember, River's Edge is there for you, exceptional care close to home, so we're excited to continue to see that grow. And with the strategic partnerships that we have with the OFC, Orthopedic and Fracture Clinic, and others, again, our level of opportunity to provide service to many folks in town continues to expand, so we're excited about that. Now with that, I think I'm going to call it a day for my video blog. As always, our great graphics. Here you go. You can email me at or visit our website, as it says website there, or you can check us out on Facebook if you aren't already. We'd love it if you'd like us on Facebook. We send more and more information out via social media, just tidbits and other things that are going on within our community that relate to the city. Or give us a call, 934-0663. Thanks again for clicking on State of the City. Hope to see you again next time.